This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse, Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader and home of the no closing cost mortgage. No points, no hidden fees, no closing costs, period. It's no secret. Mortgage rates are expected to rise in 2022. But for right now, rates are still really good. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and the FHA have all increased their loan limits this year, so now is the time to make sure you're locked into the best rates and terms possible. If you're thinking about cash out for projects or simply want to improve your current rate, the time to review this is now, before rates rise. Our no closing cost program can help you get today's low rates without any cost or fees, giving you the flexibility to take advantage of current and future market conditions. Call us for a free review at 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano believes winning cases is no accident. Your case is important. Pick a firm with resources to actually prosecute your case. If your case is accepted, you're guaranteed to not pay a single penny in fees or costs unless you get a favorable settlement or verdict. Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano has over 35 years of experience handling personal injury cases in Florida. Visit ldtlaw.com for a free consultation today. Winning is no accident. Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano. ldtlaw.com.
You can't go wrong when you're getting it right. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
Invade Ukraine tomorrow? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Ukraine's leader says that's what he's been told, so he'll make it Union Day.
That afternoon, we will hang national flags, put on blue, yellow ribbons, and show the world our unity.
Though there are reports some Russian troops may move back to their bases after military exercises.
The U.S. sends more troops overseas to Europe to bolster NATO forces, with the Pentagon warning Putin could move with little to no warning. Meanwhile, the State Department says a window for diplomacy does remain open, with talks continuing with the Kremlin, but they're closing the embassy in Kyiv and warning Americans to get out of Ukraine, as well as neighboring countries like Belarus and Moldova.
Fox's Griff Jenkins says a response from Michael Sussman, the lawyer who worked for the Clinton campaign, then indicted in the special counsel Durham probe into the origins of the Trump-Russia investigation. A Durham filing accuses Sussman of working with a tech executive and internet company to infiltrate computer servers at Trump Tower and then at the Trump White House to look for links with Russia.
Sussman's attorney is asking a judge to strike or get rid of the section about the servers, writing, quote, the special counsel has again made a filing in this case that unnecessarily includes prejudicial and false allegations that are irrelevant to his motion and are plainly intended to politicize this case.
Fox's Brooks Singman, Virginia's governor, will soon sign into law an end to school mask mandates in the state after the also Republican-led legislature passed a bill. Governor Youngkin had an order giving parents an opt-out for their kids, but some counties defied it. California's indoor mask mandate ends today, but some counties like Los Angeles will still require it. In Washington, D.C., the mandate for people to prove they're COVID vaccinated to go to indoor public places was to take effect today, but it's been lifted. Mayor Muriel Bowser says
businesses may choose to keep vaccination requirements in their place.
COVID cases have declined in the U.S. 4 weeks in a row. America's listening to Fox News.
Keeping you in the right lane for your drive home. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
This update is presented by Johnston Spinal Care, the leader in spinal decompression. Find them online at 596back.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Heading out right now through Collier County, watching a crash in Golden Gate Estates at Golden Gate Boulevard East at 6th Street Northeast. No injuries, but watch for some flashing lights and maybe some delays nearby. No problems up and down I-75. No overnight construction getting in your way for the morning commute. And heading out on US 41, everything looking nice and clear. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
The news you need. The host you trust. Getting it right all day and all night. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Let's hear from Dr. Johnston at 596-BACK.
Have you ever had pain down your legs or into your hips and thought, why is this happening? There's a large nerve that comes out of your back that runs down into your leg called the sciatic nerve. This nerve can get compressed by a bulging herniated disc, arthritis, stenosis, or scoliosis. This causes sciatica, which eventually can lead to back, leg, or hip pain, weakness, or numbness. Avoid the band-aids like anti-inflammatories, spinal injections, or painful surgery. Sciatica, as well as bulging disc neuropathy and stenosis, can now effectively be treated with non-surgical spinal decompression at Johnston Spinal Care, 596 Back. Spinal decompression decompresses the discs and nerves, allowing them to heal. FDA cleared, safe and comfortable. Make a decision to live life without pain. Call my office, Johnston Spinal Care, for a free telephone consultation. 596 Back. 596 Back. That's 596 2225.
Hi, I'm Ty Laster, managing partner and CEO of Key City Capital. So why are we here in Southwest Florida? Well, at KCAP, our mission is to connect capital to wealth for all of our partners through passive real estate investments. And very simply, we generate and distribute double-digit returns for our investors by investing in single-family homes and apartments and unique alternative cash-flowing asset-backed investments.
Call us today at 239-330-2080 or check us out online today at kcap925.com.
Window World is a family-owned business, and we really mean family. And with a family-owned business, you get a business that is looking to treat everyone right. We live in this community. We want to take care of our friends and neighbors.
With our family-owned business, we are backed by a company that believes in top-quality products at the best price available. That way, more people can afford energy-saving windows and doors, as well as top-quality, hurricane-rated, high-impact windows that also offer you some increased security to your home.
And being backed by our parent company, we're going to be around for a long time. The guarantee Window World offers is the absolute best guarantee you are ever going to find in a window replacement company. If anything goes wrong with your new windows, Window World, that's us, and Window World Corporate will stand behind it and get it fixed.
No high pressure, no sitting in your home for hours trying to get you to make a decision right away, but simply good business to our friends and neighbors. And when we're through installing your new windows, we'll stand behind those windows with the best guarantee in the window replacement business. See for yourself. Window World, simply the best for less.
Hey guys, it's Robbie Raw. As an RN and health and fitness expert, I know that self-care from head to toe is so important for a healthy, fit lifestyle. One of my secrets for staying active, fit, and pain-free are my amazing art supports from the Good Feet store. It's not just about what shoes you wear, it's what's in them and how your body aligns from your feet on up. I'm telling you, these were a game changer for me. I am as active as ever, and I feel like myself again. If you have foot pain, knee, hip, or back pain, the first thing you should do is visit the Good Feet store for a free personalized fitting and test walk. I'm not going to stop living my best life anytime soon, nor should you. To be the best version of you, you need to take care of yourself, and the Good Feet store can make that happen. And by the way, when you feel great, you look great, and that's the raw truth. Learn more and find the location nearest you at goodfeet.com.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us the voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic.
I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592. The talk and text line streaming live. DrewSteele.com. The website. Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. A lot of people asking why it is that we care. What are we worried about? Why do we care about a couple of different things that are going on in some global news? One of them would be Russia, Ukraine. What is happening there? Is there going to be an attack tomorrow? Is there not going to be an attack? What are you laughing at? Are you reading something on 4chan or something on Reddit? What do you got, Jake? Jake's got the scoop on all the interwebs and all the different channels that are going on.
To be fair, I've never in my life visited 4chan.
Okay, good. That's fine. How about on Reddit? A lot of people talking about this on Reddit. I mean, because there's a lot of conspiracy theories running around. Like,
yes, apparently tomorrow is the day.
Okay, so tomorrow, according to the folks on Reddit, it's the day. And in Ukraine, Zelensky kind of hinted at the fact that tomorrow's the day, but maybe it's not the day. You have Lavrov with Putin at a big giant table yesterday talking and saying, hey, maybe are there some things that we can do maybe to not go into Ukraine? Anything that could keep us out? Maybe the whole thing with NATO, we can kind of put a little more pressure. Maybe we just don't do this. I mean, is that what's going on? Like, what exactly is happening? And so Military analyst Mike Lyons is going to join us for a few minutes this morning at 8:05, and we'll get the scoop. Because, again, still people are asking, why do we necessarily care? What's our interest, number one? Number two, how is it that you have such a difference between what is being discussed with Vladimir Putin in Russia and Ukraine, and then even here with this White House, and it's just this big difference? And then what is it? What about the Russian people? What do they think? What are they feeling through all of this? I mean, is this what they want? So there's a lot of questions that will hopefully get answered this morning at 8:05. Also, we've got to get into this, the emails and texts that I am getting about what Justin Trudeau did yesterday and announcing these so-called emergency powers under Canada's Emergency Act to target the Freedom Convoy. A Freedom Convoy, may I remind you, that has not been violent. Hey, does any of this sort of feel familiar? Where the ones that are clearly violent, the ones where you watch CNN and you'll say, no, it's mostly peaceful, everything is fine here, while the building is burning behind them, that kind of obvious that is going on, that people are saying, well, hold on a second. Why is it that when that happens, Justin Trudeau will take a knee with BLM, has no problem doing that? We know everything that happened over the summer of 2020 with BLM and Antifa, and how cities were literally burning, destroyed Washington, D.C., some of the visuals that we can't escape, things that happened, and even in Canada. And yet now we're told that a freedom convoy that is peaceful, that is setting up places where people can eat, where they're setting up flipping pancakes over the weekend, where they are setting up bounce houses for kids, where they are shoveling snow off of sidewalks. All the things that are evident because we live in a society where everybody can see what's going on. The same way that people will say things like, if Russia invades Ukraine, you do realize everybody's got a cell phone. Everybody's got a camera. You do realize this is the first time in real time that we're going to see everything happening from the gore, from the ugly, to the things that are being told to us that are happening, when we can see physically and literally that it's not happening, and vice versa. That's the same thing that's going on with this freedom convoy. You can't escape it. And so for Justin Trudeau to announce this Emergency Powers Act that he is going to move forward on, something that was put in place, apparently it was his dad, former Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau, during an October crisis of 1970, members of the far left terrorist front, FLQ is the letters that they use, kidnapped and murdered a Quebec Deputy Premier Pierre Laporte, and came into law in 1988, never been used, and now he is using it. And a lot of people, even in Canada, are saying, well, hold on, why are you doing this? Everybody sees with their own eyes and is hearing the things that are going on and not going on, and yet this is still taking place. So again, people are asking, well, what's the connection here? Why do we necessarily care in this country? So here's Justin Trudeau.
The federal government has invoked the Emergencies Act to supplement provincial and territorial capacity to address the blockades and occupations. I want to be very clear. The scope of these measures will be time-limited, geographically targeted, as well as reasonable and proportionate.
So reasonable, proportionate, and time-limited. How many times have we heard that before? I mean, listen, if you're Canadian and you're thinking about your freedoms and your liberties that you have there in your country, and you're hearing a government tell you, listen, it's not what you, it's targeted. It's just for right now. It's going to be the time that we're going to be, it's very little bit. We're just going to use a little bit of this. It's just a little tiny thing. Again, once you open that door, it is open. It is never going to shut. That opportunity now is open for anybody Who wants to be a leader of a country to be tyrannical? It's open. And that's what we have.
To the threats they are meant to address.
What threats? Again, what are the threats that would be equal to a far left group kidnapping and killing a deputy prime minister? How does this equate? Everybody knows what's going on the streets. Everybody sees what's happening. There is no violence.
The Emergencies Act will be used to strengthen and support law enforcement agencies at all levels across the country.
Now the talk has been about whether military will get involved or not get involved and what the strengthening would look like. But here's something that we all have to kind of take this 30,000-foot view and look. It really is Orwellian. It's really like I wonder what Jake's friends, his millennial friends, Gen Zs, what do they think about this? Because they see they have grown up in a society where I could see everything, right, Jake? You right now, pretty much, you and your friends and Gen Zs, and I'm going to have you speak for them right now. You live in a generation where there are very few things that you can hide. How much that you can see and hear can be hidden from you, out of view, that are public displays? In other words, if somebody says there's some evil, horrible things that are happening on the streets of Ottawa, is it safe to say that everybody has a camera and everybody can see and communication is pretty broad? And if something's going on, you'd find out. Like, you don't even know you're not a generation that even knows how those things can be hidden from you, right? I mean, everything's out there in the open. Everything, even people's sex lives are out in the open. Everything on TikTok or whatever social media, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, how do you hide something like that?
I mean, I think that affects the Zoomers more than it affects the millennials, because
right.
we did experience life without that.
Right, you experience like the transition. But Gen Zs, and certainly everyone now, like, you have a generation that doesn't know the difference. Like, you have a generation that doesn't know what it's like not to have a smartphone. They just don't know. A world without it does not exist. So to try to explain to a generation that, no, you don't understand, it's all out there in the open. If Justin Trudeau is telling you there's violence and we have to quell the violence, everybody sees what's happening. There's like dance parties going on, right? Did you see that video, Jake? There's like techno, and they're all dancing on the streets and waving flags. It's like, who does that's not an insurrection. Last time I checked, you don't go and say, hey, get the DJ Tiesto. Is that a good name to say? Was that a good one?
Tiesto?
Yeah.
I like that.
Wow. All right. Right off the top of my head.
Tiesto.
That's right. If you don't know who that is, it's a millennial Gen Z kind of big concert, and everybody's watching somebody spinning somebody else's music and making millions of dollars. And
avocado toast and salsa for everyone.
Is that what they're doing? They're eating avocado. Is that where avocado toast came from? From the crowd? All right. Now, if you're listening and you don't know what his crowd is, and you're not really sure what I'm even talking about, don't even worry about it. It's younger people. It's fine. But it's Orwellian because they're saying we have to stop this insurrection and quell the violence, and people are like this. What are you talking about? Where? What? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to say? Well, here is what they're willing to do and say. This is the Deputy Prime Minister who's saying,
invoking the Emergencies Act, we are announcing the following immediate actions. First, we are broadening the scope of Canada's anti-money laundering and terrorist financing rules so that they cover crowdfunding platforms.
Whoa, wait. So the scope of Canada's anti-money laundering and terrorist financing, so they cover crowdfunding platforms. You mean the crowdfunding platforms that people have been giving to, that the crowdfunding platforms are now either shutting down on their own or having been shut down by courts, where some of them are like, yeah, we're not shutting down. No. That's not what we're going to do here. But that the government, because they're trying to make it seem like these are terrorists, insurrectionists, is that what we're doing here? They're not going to allow the funding of these individuals. Do you see what's happening?
Second, the government is issuing an order with immediate effect under the Emergencies Act, authorizing Canadian financial institutions to temporarily cease providing financial services where the institution suspects that an account is being used to further the illegal blockades and occupations. This order covers both personal and corporate accounts.
They're going to shut everybody's money down. Look, these are not terrorists. They're not violent. It doesn't matter what you think about the truckers or whether you think this is a good thing or bad thing, and we got supply chain issues, and why are you saying this? We need to have goods and services moving. We're in a pretty dire straits when it comes to this. But shouldn't they have the protections that everybody else enjoys, and certainly what they enjoy in Canada? But if you're saying to yourself, well, how does that relate to us here? I mean, it's not like it's happening in the United States. It's not like there are people who maybe politically someone disagrees with. And so because of their political disagreements, and because they have a voice, and because they have a lot of money to use and to speak out against some of the things that they are seeing, the free speech that they should enjoy. We don't see things like that in this country. We're not seeing anything like that almost to the degree where we have things happening in Canada. So what are we worried about here in this country?
Breaking news.
A bombshell. Oh, I don't know, maybe this.
Well, I just got served the papers. They're closing my account at Minnesota Bank and Trust. That's Heartland Financial Inc. Remember, we brought it up a couple weeks ago, and all of you reached out to those to the bank president and stuff at Minnesota Bank and Trust, and I hadn't heard from him.
Yeah, and he did. That's Mike Lindell, the CEO of MyPillow. Mike Lindell, who was on with Steve Bannon on War Room, announcing the fact that Minnesota and a bank there is closing his corporate account. Just got served the papers informing that they're shutting down his bank account. And as a matter of fact, they don't want him to pull the money out, because if he does pull all the money out, then they're going to kind of make a big stink about that, as if to say that he's doing something wrong. Doesn't matter what you think about Mike Lindell. It doesn't matter what you think about the politics. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat who's listening right now and you think that that's a good thing because you don't like his politics, or you don't like him personally for whatever reason. Maybe you don't like the pillows. I don't know what it is. But do you see how in some way, shape, or form that when certain places on the globe who we are told are democracies, and we are told that people have liberties and freedoms that they enjoy, and leaders do something to figure out a way to shut somebody down, their speech down, their abilities to do commerce because they don't like their political positions, that other countries will look at this and see this as, we could say, opportunity, a learning a moment where they may see how it's working in other places and use it in their countries as well. I mean, it's outrageous what's being done right now. But don't think that a lot of the politics that are happening outside the country don't affect us. As a matter of fact, I might say quite the opposite, that there are a lot of things that happen here in this country politically that other leaders are taking notice, whether it is the positive to certain tyrannical leaders who believe that they are witnessing something here in this country that's being done to the people and stifling political speech and their freedoms and liberties, and saying, well, hey, I think we have an opportunity to do the same thing, and we're going to couch these individuals, as Orwellian as it seems, in a society where you can't walk down the street and not have a camera on you, to tell everybody that we got terrorists in our midst and they're violent and we have to stop this violent insurrection. And you're like, no, they're having a dance. They're having a dance party. They're serving up pancakes. What are you talking about? No, that's not what you see. To the other side of it, which is when you have leadership that is
true international effort to pressure,
or
I got hairy legs,
or
bad at healthcare,
and other leaders around the globe go, yeah, I see what's going on, and might take advantage of that as well. Yeah, it's just outrageous what's going on right now there, and we'll have more on this later on in the program. Plus, Jim Jordan had something to say about what we on this program will not let go of, and that is the Durham report and the latest information that came out. Oh, we're staying all over this, and we will continue to do that, and especially through next week when we will be at CPAC, and Amanda Milius and Kash Patel and others who will be on the program with us to really dig in deep. And may I encourage you, The Plot Against the President, watch the movie. It will explain so much in detail that we can't do on this program in the amount of time that we have. But what did Jim Jordan say about the revelations over the weekend? And there's a lot to dig into with that, too. So we'll have that coming up. Also, we got a lot to... coming up this morning at 7:35, Brendan Leslie, Florida Conservative Voice, will be on with us. And State Representative Harding will be on with us. He's the author of the quote-unquote Don't Say Gay bill. You know, the ones that the left in the state don't like, and they're labeling as a Don't Say Gay bill, even though it's not. He's the author of the bill. Maybe we'll talk to him and find out how Don't Say Gay is not Don't Say Gay, and why they would say that it's Don't Say Gay, this bill, this parents' rights bill. What are they so worried about? Well, we're going to find out from him specifically coming up this morning as well. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
This Fox Business Report is presented by the Darda Real Estate Group at dardagroup.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Microsoft announces plans to bring employees back to the office now that Omicron is waning. It says starting February 28th, it will give employees 30 days to convert to a hybrid home and office schedule. The poultry industry goes on high alert as more cases of a deadly bird flu are found. This time at a farm in Kentucky. A separate outbreak was discovered earlier in Virginia. Former baseball superstar Alex Rodriguez, once called a druggie by then-President Trump, is reportedly the key financier behind an investment group trying to buy the Trump Hotel in Washington, D.C. And the possibility of war in Ukraine keeps investors on edge. The Dow closed with a loss of 171 points after being down more than 400 points during the day. I'm Carmen Roberts. That's your Fox Business Report, invested in you.
Are you ready to list your home for sale? What if you could receive a guaranteed offer on your home with no showings, no open houses, and no stress? Contact the Darda Group at dardagroup.com to learn about their guaranteed offer. The Darda Group has 30 years of experience and consistently ranks in the top 3% of real estate agents in Lee County. Find out if your home qualifies for a guaranteed offer and how you may receive an offer in as little as 24 hours and close escrow in as little as 21 days. No home prep, no showings, no open houses. You control when your home is sold and when you move. Learn more about this elite real estate team and the guaranteed offer at dardagroup.com. Don't wait. Schedule an appointment at dardagroup.com. That's dardagroup.com. A Compass Realty broker.
Taxes are complicated, an industry that can have monthly law changes. This year, so many refundable credits, like kids, up to $3,600 per child, or earned income credits, nearly $7,000. Daycare, you're looking at another $8,000. Don't forget to reconcile your advanced child care credits or your stimulus money. That's where EG Tax comes in, your low-cost, high-value, knowledgeable tax team. We're located in Airport Pulling Road in Naples. Call 262-2009 or click egtax.com.
It's a new year and a great time to upgrade your cabinets. You want Sinclair quality. You want Sinclair craftsmanship. You want Sinclair cabinets. Sinclair Custom Homes now offers their handmade, built in the USA custom cabinets without having to purchase a Sinclair custom home. You can now have the same high-quality furniture finish cabinets in your existing home. Upgrade your kitchen, your bath, your closets, even your garage. For details, visit SinclairCabinets.com. That's SinclairCabinets.com.
Hi, I'm Keith, owner of Storm Shield Windows and Doors in North Fort Myers. We've dodged a bullet this year from hurricanes and tropical storms, thankfully. Hurricane season is getting worse year after year. Storm Shield wants you to be prepared for next season before it's too late. We offer fair pricing and do what most other companies don't do, like show you the window, let you inspect the warranty, and use employees versus subcontractors for installation. We have energy-efficient, Miami-Dade approved windows, which is the highest certification for impact window approval. You can expect ethical business practices, quality over quantity. We hope this information is helpful to you when you choose a window company to replace your windows and doors, and wish you all the best in your quest for the right company. Call us today at 239-491-7002. That's 239-491-7002. Or visit us on the web at stormshieldswfl.com. That's stormshieldswfl.com. License number CGC A60475.
Experience really does matter. Hi, this is Vincent Napoleon. We're currently experiencing a very different real estate market. Is this a bubble? Is it going to last? Should I sell now or should I buy now? With over 30 years of living and working right here in Collier County, I know I can help guide you through. If you're currently thinking about selling your home or buying a home, please reach out to me today. Recognized by the Wall Street Journal and Real Trends magazine as one of the nation's top performing agents with a #1 firm, Coldwell Banker. You know, it costs you nothing to meet with me, but will cost you thousands not to. Please go to thatradioad.com, again, thatradioad.com, or feel free to email me at thatradioad@gmail.com, thatradioad@gmail.com. Vincent Napoleon, thank you.
This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse, Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader and home of the no closing cost mortgage. No points, no hidden fees, no closing costs, period. It's no secret. Mortgage rates are expected to rise in 2022. But for right now, rates are still really good. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and the FHA have all increased their loan limits this year, so now is the time to make sure you're locked into the best rates and terms possible. If you're thinking about cash out for projects or simply want to improve your current rate, the time to review this is now, before rates rise. Our no closing cost program can help you get today's low rates without any cost or fees, giving you the flexibility to take advantage of current and future market conditions. Call us for a free review at 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
How often have you heard from your wealth advisor over the last 6 months? Markets have moved up and down, and laws around retirement plans and inheritance have changed quickly. We've heard from too many people at other national financial firms that they've been contacted rarely or not at all. At the Naples Trust Company, our clients enjoy a one-on-one relationship with their investment and fiduciary team members, each of whom are locally based and meet regularly with clients for in-person or virtual visits. This personal touch is a trademark of the Trust Company. We make it a point to know you, your family members, and the goals that are most important to you. Are you ready for a better experience? Call us for an appointment at 239-774-4000 or visit NaplesTrustCompany.com to discover the difference.
A division of the Sanibel Captiva Trust Company. Investments involve risk and are not guaranteed.
Wink News, traffic.
Your Tuesday morning commute off to a crash-free, quiet start on the road. 75 starting to pick up south toward Colonial Boulevard and getting closer to Daniels Parkway and near Southwest Florida International Airport. No problems up and down US 41. In Collier County, we have delays on Vanderbilt Beach Road eastbound coming off Livingston, heading toward Vineyards Elementary and into the Oaks Estates area. Not too bad on that bridge crossing between Cape Coral and Fort Myers, the midpoint early on this morning. Looking clear in both directions, and Cape Coral Bridge off to a pretty nice start as well. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Things continue to warm up day after day after day, only in the 60s and low 70s yesterday. Many of us will be back into the mid and upper 70s by this afternoon. Look for a mix of high clouds with a bit of sunshine peeking through, mostly cloudy sky and breezy weather persisting as winds will be cranking up out of the east at 10 to 20 miles per hour with some gusts of up to and over 25 miles per hour. We keep it dry with the breeze dying down as we head into tonight, Wednesday morning, featuring a low near 60 waking up, and we're even warmer by the afternoon, 84 for your Wednesday high, under a mix of sun and clouds. The breezy weather persisting through Thursday with temperatures back to 86 degrees by Thursday afternoon. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
When listening to the radio in your car, remember to always drive on the right side of the road. Keep it here on 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
It's Fred Kobe with your Kobe Cooling Tip of the Day. My father put his first air conditioner in 1949, back when they were all window units. Since then, our company has become the most trusted name in this business since Harry J. Kobe put his first window unit in. We're a small family business serving small communities because we believe in neighbors serving neighbors. I don't want to be the biggest air conditioning company in the world, and we're not for sale to some giant conglomerate, so you can always count on the Kobe Cooling name to be there to service your equipment with us, the Kobe's. We're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 239-482-1542. Carrying on Harry Kobe's legacy, Kobe, the most trusted name in this business since 1949, licensed CACO 57313. When you think of air conditioning companies, we hope you think of Kobe Cooling. No nonsense and no pressure. We're the company your neighbors use.
At the Nch Heart Institute in Naples, Florida, we are transforming cardiac care. Offering the most subspecialties in Southwest Florida, the Nch Heart Institute was named one of America's 100 best hospitals for cardiac care for the 7th year in a row by Healthgrades. We are elevating the patient experience. We are becoming the premier destination for cardiac care. The Nch Heart Institute, at the heart of what matters most.
Alda's Diner in Naples makes everything from scratch with daily homemade specials for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy big portions of your favorite comfort foods, from steak and eggs or pancakes for breakfast to fantastic salads or their famous Donald J. Burger for lunch or dinner. And don't forget about Alda's extensive bar menu with drink specials for the perfect start to your evening. Make Alda's your go-to spot. They're on the corner of Vanderbilt Beach Road and 951 in Naples. Alda's Diner. There's no place like it.
Manufactured in the USA, Plantation Shutters for You is your best choice for plantation shutters. Custom measured and installed just for you. Built to last forever. Call today for a free consultation. Discounts for all military and first responders. Also, if you support Biden, don't blink and call us. PlantationShuttersForYou.com.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. It means that when you hire us, you get a legal army. When it comes to law, size matters. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You'd think an Army veteran with a military career including multiple combat deployments throughout the Middle East would be a great American. And you'd be right. But Joe Vanderbosch also happens to be a great dentist. An Army veteran of 8 years, Dr. Joe now makes his home in Southwest Florida, where his wife Sarah grew up.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch, Freedom Dental on Metro Parkway in Fort Myers. In the Army, I received extra training in order to provide dental care in virtually any condition. That's why I can manage many dental treatments without the need to refer to a specialist. I served my country proudly for 8 years. Now I want to serve you and your dental needs. Special discounts for former and active military without dental insurance.
Dr. Vanderbosch provides emergency care and is now accepting new patients for cleaning, extractions, crowns, implants, and more. Find them online at freedomdentalfortmyers.com. That's freedomdentalfortmyers.com. Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch. Go to freedomdentalfortmyers.com.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
All right, 239-479-5592, the talking text line, streaming live. DrewSteele.com, the website, Steele as 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. I want to see if I can pull up this interview from yesterday that I had with Congressman Greg Steube. Maybe just a couple of thoughts that he had yesterday on some different issues in case you missed it. One of them being Ukraine. And some other things going on with the Biden administration I might get to just in just a second. I'm just looking at, I have to just a little inside baseball and some of the things that are going on here in the studio, and certainly some of the things that I see. I don't understand how. I was watching an interview as I'm heading into the break room, and they're doing an interview with an expert on, I don't know what the topic was. But they're doing an interview with the guy, and he's in his car, and the car's moving. Like, he's got his phone in the car, and he's doing an interview. Don't you? I'm just asking, if you're going to do a TV interview with somebody, do you gotta? If you don't have enough time to pull over, shouldn't you pull over anyway? I mean, then maybe you just don't do it. Just don't do it. It was just weird. I think there's a lot of that going on, even nationally. You know, they'll do reports with experts like in their car, and they're not even pulled over. They're just like driving, no problem. I'll put my phone on the dash. It's surreal what we've done in this country and across the globe with regard to cell phones and communication and different things. It's just really odd. I mean, it's not that crazy. I mean, we haven't gotten to the point right now where, I don't know, drug cartels are fighting over avocados or anything. It's like
breaking news.
A bombshell. Oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. Yeah, so apparently we're not going to have a whole lot of avocados around here. Well, maybe not from Mexico. So the U.S. suspended all imports until further notice of Mexican avocados because a safety inspector in Mexico received a threatening message. So he's going to inspect some of the places where they're growing Mexican avocados there in Mexico. And I guess he got a phone call on an official phone line from somebody in a turf war and something. I don't know what the threat was, but they're like, yeah, okay, we're not going to be, we're not importing any avocados here. We're just kind of taking a break on that. And the crazy part of it is this is on the heels of the Super Bowl commercial where they had an ad for avocados from Mexico. Did you hear that? It was a...
I'm sorry. What are you doing?
Adding avocados from Mexico. Want some? Let's kick this party up a notch.
Avocados from Mexico.
Yeah, so they did this whole ad, right? They spent, I don't know how many millions of dollars on this ad for avocados from Mexico. And right before the game, this is what happens. They banned the avocado imports. Apparently, the drug cartels are trying to extort avocado growers. And some food safety inspector had a threat, and he's like, okay, that's it. We're not doing it anymore. That's it. We'll stay away. So now avocado prices are going to skyrocket. I'm not saying that there's a lot of things that are skyrocketing when it comes to prices and how this administration is maybe a part of the issue because of all the things that they are doing that are helping inflation and the cost of prices of goods and everything. But listen, if the
not a joke
fits, then you just kind of you wear it or you own it. Yeah, so there's that. All right. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com, the website, in case you want to watch. Yeah, I think I should play a little bit of maybe the thoughts of Greg Steube. You know, we were talking about Ukraine and the concerns that he has and the news of whether or not they are going to attack or what's going on. And we'll get to that in just a second. But even with Durham and the Durham report and maybe what he thought about the evidence that was presented or the report that was presented by John Durham, who continues to trickle out slowly, but it's getting there. More information how Donald Trump was spied on even in the White House, spying on a president in the White House, where Hillary Clinton paid for. It's the DNC and Hillary Clinton paying for a tech guy, Rodney Jaffe, to be able to tap into and pull all of this information off of servers and be able to spy on Donald Trump and his thoughts on that.
Well, that's what happened when Afghanistan was happening. Anthony Blinken,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was, forgive me. I'm sorry. He was, this was the moment in time where we were talking about the concerns about what's happening with Ukraine and information that's out there. You know what? I'm going to wait to do this interview. Forgive me. That's thought it was prepared, but we'll wait just a little bit, and I'll pull some of the audio coming up. But with regard to the Clinton campaign paying to infiltrate Trump Tower and the White House servers, and there's something that Jim Jordan said yesterday that on Fox that I think is important because a lot of people are asking about this. Well, what are we going to do? What can be done? I mean, it's already, 5 years plus. I mean, statutes of limitation, are we out? Are we in any position where anything is going to happen? Are we going to see any kind of arrests on all of this? This information continues to come out. And Jim Jordan had something to say about that, but he had some other specifics that I think are really important.
Look, I don't know. Only John Durham knows that. I do know that some of these filings that he's done on Zussman and Danchenko were running up close to that 5-year statute of limitations. And we do know this. John Durham is going right back to the start. Understand the indictment against Zussman wasn't about Zussman lying to John Durham and his investigative team. It was about the original lies, the lies that took place in 2016 when they started this whole concerted effort to go after a presidential campaign. That is what is so frightening here. You had the government working with the Clinton campaign to go after the Republican Party's nominee for president to spy on that campaign. We've never seen anything like this in history. So President Trump's statement yesterday, I think, is right on target. This is truly unprecedented, truly something that has never happened in the history of our great country. And then when you couple it with the context, the broader context of a few years ago, it was the Democrats using the IRS to target conservatives. Then it was this issue 5 years ago with them going after President Trump's campaign. And now we know just 4 months ago, the Department of Justice has set up this threat tag label, and they are putting that threat tag, that label on moms and dads showing up at school board meetings. So when you view it in context, it's even more frightening.
That's the big takeaway. So Jim Jordan saying, listen, don't know statute of limitations. I don't know if we're outside of that. I don't know even if we come up with more evidence and more people, are there going to be any indictments, any arrests, where we stand with that. But the broader issue on this is that all of this has to be exposed, not only because we have to see how every step was taken, how everything we've talked about before when it comes to the Trump-Russia collusion hoax we were right about. He was being spied on. There was the weaponization of the American government against a U.S. citizen and even against the sitting president, and how Hillary Clinton has to be taken out of the equation when it comes to anything moving forward with regard to a 2024 campaign, unless they want to run her, and in which case, all of this is going to continue to come out, and it's not going to get much better for her. But the other part of it is the most important part, is that as this information comes out, and even if there are not indictments, we still see the weaponization against the American people. We still see a Democrat Party that is doing things to stop, to quell, to silence American citizens, and especially Republicans, conservatives, as Jim Jordan mentioned in that piece. Remember what he said?
It was the Democrats using the IRS to target conservatives. Then it was this issue 5 years ago with them going after President Trump's campaign. And now we know just 4 months ago, the Department of Justice has set up this threat tag label, and they are putting that threat tag, that label on moms and dads showing up at school board meetings. So when you view it in context, it's even more frightening.
Yes, it has to stop. It's still going on. We still see it. And if we can lay bare everything that the Democrats did and Hillary Clinton and infiltrating Trump Tower and the White House and spying and proving that all of this is happening, that it did go on, that the FBI, DOJ complicit, the Obama administration part of this as well. What did Obama know and when did he know it? All of this, if we can lay all this bad, as ugly as this is, maybe, then maybe, when We have situations where parents are being told that they are just like domestic terrorists because they're showing up at a school board meeting because they care about the education of their kids or whatever else it may be. Maybe you being taken out of the ability to do commerce or use your bank because of your political affiliation. Or we're going to have some kind of ESG score. We're going to have you and others and businesses being scored upon where they stand when it comes to climate change, politics, where they stand on racial issues, CRT, diversity, equity, and inclusion. That if we can lay all of this out and all of this bare, then when that happens, when this comes up, we have a legitimate case to make, as we've always had. And against media outlets and others who would tell us that we're wrong and we're just full of it and we don't know what we're talking about. No. We know what we're talking about and then some. All right, 239-479-5592. Let's take a break, Jake. And when we come back, I'll see if I can get those clips from Congressman Greg Steube. In case you missed it, a lot of people wanted to hear from him with regard to some of the news of the day. So we'll get to those clips coming up in just a minute. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along with traffic. There's Therese O'Shea.
Your Tuesday morning commute off to a crash-free, quiet start on the road. 75 starting to pick up south toward Colonial Boulevard and getting closer to Daniels Parkway and near Southwest Florida International Airport. No problems up and down US 41. In Collier County, we have delays on Vanderbilt Beach Road eastbound coming off Livingston, heading toward Vineyards Elementary and into the Oaks Estates area. Not too bad on that bridge crossing between Cape Coral and Fort Myers, the midpoint early on this morning. Looking clear in both directions, and Cape Coral Bridge off to a pretty nice start as well. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
After a chilly start, temperatures will be warmer by this afternoon with highs pushing back into the mid and upper 70s. Look for some high clouds leading to filtered sunshine today, a mostly cloudy sky with breezy conditions as winds persist out of the east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We keep it dry into your Wednesday night, 60 waking up tomorrow. We're back to 84 for your Wednesday afternoon under a mix of sun and clouds. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
With each breath, allergens, germs, and viruses get trapped in your nose. Now, there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. Navage. Available at Navage.com.
Those you see competing this winter on the ice and snow haven't reached their level of expertise because they wanted to win or make money. Greatness that awe-inspiring comes from a deep love for what they do. That's something we at Closet Factory get to appreciate every day in the organizational artistry performed by our master designers and enjoyed by our customers. So we hope you'll join Closet Factory in our awe and appreciation of every athlete competing with love this winter, and in saying, let's go USA.
Hi, I'm Soren Christensen with Advanced Wealth Advisors. Are you worried about higher taxes now and in the future? Are you looking for opportunities to reduce your taxes and increase your income? I'm a certified financial planner professional with training in investment, retirement, and tax planning. I'll work with you to ensure your financial plan is maximizing all tax reduction opportunities. Visit awadvisors.com to request a consultation and to see the Advanced Wealth Advisors difference. That's awadvisors.com.
We believe in better. A better way to invest, a better way to serve you, and a better result. We can help you determine how much risk you're taking, red flags that could be potential problems for you, how much you're paying in fees or commissions, potential tax liability, or even how to address Social Security.
Tune in to WealthWorks Radio with Eric Carney every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
The 2022 Southwest Florida Lee County Fair is just around the corner. The Mega Pass is on sale now for just $25. Talk about saving money. It's good for gate admission and unlimited rides on any one day of your choice. Free entertainment throughout the fair. There's something for everyone. Mega Passes and advanced general admission tickets are on sale now online at swflcfair.com/tickets. The 2022 Southwest Florida Lee County Fair. Making memories since 1924.
Southwest Florida, Lee County Fair.
Look, if you suffer from chronic joint pain, don't assume that steroid shots, pain pills, and surgery are your only options. You can now get real, lasting, life-changing relief from QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in using biologic therapies to repair damaged tissue in your aching joints. People with knee and back pain, shoulder pain, and hip pain, they're moving again, enjoying life again, with help from QC Kinetics. This advanced, unique treatment protocol uses natural biologic agents, mostly from your own body. And these powerful, highly concentrated growth factors are put directly into your affected joint, going to work to soothe the inflammation and restore damaged tissue. A truly regenerative treatment. No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Call QC Kinetics now, 239-893-PAIN, and wake up to a life without pain. Give them a call right now, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN.
Tell you about my water heater?
Not lately.
Supposed to take it for granted, right?
Well...
Until it stops working, which it did.
Been taking care of it though, right?
What?
Professionally flushed out every year?
Nobody told me that.
I thought everyone knew
What
that.
else don't I know about water heaters?
Dave.
Have to scrape off the barnacles?
Dave.
Next you'll tell me I need to change the timing belt and upgrade the firmware just so I can enjoy my rainfall shower head with water that's maybe just a little warmer than actual rain!
Dave, so what's the best case scenario?
Best case? Okay, I make one call, someone comes out and fixes my water heater today. Maybe comes back to do that maintenance stuff.
That's best?
Well, yeah, but...
That's best. Best Home Services. They always have 4 plumbing trucks standing by waiting for last-minute calls.
They do all the...
Yes, they do.
GetBest.com. When something goes wrong, we're waiting.
So I can't take my water heater for granted?
Or your air conditioner.
What?
Liberals suck. That's why we have Clay and Buck. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Today, noon to 3 on 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
All right, just like I said earlier, in case you missed it, yesterday, Congressman Greg Steube, who was on with us, and we were talking about the Durham investigation and the news that came out over the weekend. And, listen, he's just as frustrated as everybody else is about trying to get more to the bottom of it and get that information out and how much can be done.
Well, and what is shocking and surprising is that we're still hearing about this Durham investigation and we're not getting results of those investigations and the level of indictments that we should be getting.
Yeah.
When I first got elected to Congress almost 4 years ago, we were waiting for these investigative reports to come out when Trump was president, hoping it would vindicate him while he was still in office. And I'm on the Judiciary Committee. Myself and Jim Jordan and others that are on the Judiciary Committee would talk about the Durham report all the time.
Right.
And here we are almost 4 years later, still waiting for the information that's just slowly kind of ebbing out. And again, not shocking at all. We all know that Hillary Clinton bought and paid for the dossier. The dossier was used by a corrupt FBI and DOJ to get FISA warrants to spy not only on the Trump campaign, but on American citizens.
Yeah.
And so when we take the majority back, one of the biggest priorities of the members of the Judiciary Committee for the Republicans is to completely reform the FISA process and to not allow the without warrant spying on American citizens, because this DOJ and the deep state, like Peter Strzok and the former FBI Comey and all of these guys, used their power and the authority that they had to spy on citizens, and we all know now that it was, we did then. It's just now being finally corroborated what all of us believe.
Yeah.
That the Hillary Clinton campaign bought and paid for all of this, and now was like basically sending spies into Trump Tower to try to spy on Trump.
Congressman Greg Steube from yesterday's interview, and if you missed it, you can check out the podcast. Just go to drewsteele.com. Or your favorite podcast location and subscribe to the channel and check out the interview. We talked about the border and a lot of other things as well, and how important it is that, look, you got an election coming up in 22, and more important now than ever, if they don't have the gavel, if Republicans don't have the gavel, the things that he's talking about can't change. They've got to have control of the committees and to be able to investigate. That's going to be a huge issue. That will remain if we can't get the right people and certainly conservatives elected this go around in 22. It's going to be important to continue to push and don't take anything for granted. 239-479-5592. A lot of Florida news that we're going to get to coming up at 7:35 with Brendan Leslie, flconservativevoice.com. We're going to also have an interview this morning at 7:35 with State Representative Harding, who is the author of the bill that the left is describing in the state of Florida and across the country as the Don't Say Gay bill, which it could not be further from the truth than the way it's being described. Of course, because when the left doesn't like something that you're doing, they come up with this language and this threatening language, and it's really about threatening you. And of course, it's the going after of something that they don't like because they don't want to talk about it in principle and have the principled discussion about it in the media. No. They want to make it sound like something that it's not. So we're going to clarify all of that with the person who authored this bill and really find out what it's all about and what nonsense that part of the discussion is. So among other things here in the state of Florida that are going on. So that's coming up in just a bit. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
.5 Fox News. Right all along.
You'd think an Army veteran with a military career including multiple combat deployments throughout the Middle East would be a great American. And you'd be right. But Joe Vanderbosch also happens to be a great dentist. An Army veteran of 8 years, Dr. Joe now makes his home in Southwest Florida, where his wife Sarah grew up.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch, Freedom Dental on Metro Parkway in Fort Myers. In the Army, I received extra training in order to provide dental care in virtually any condition. That's why I can manage many dental treatments without the need to refer to a specialist. I served my country proudly for 8 years. Now I want to serve you in your dental needs. Special discounts for former and active military without dental insurance.
Dr. Vanderbosch provides emergency care and is now accepting new patients for cleaning, extractions, crowns, implants, and more. Find them online at freedomdentalfortmyers.com. That's freedomdentalfortmyers.com. Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch. Go to freedomdentalfortmyers.com.
The IRS is ramping up collection, and if you owe back taxes or have years of unfiled tax returns, listen carefully. Before it's too late, check your eligibility for the Fresh Start program still offered by the IRS to reduce or even eliminate your tax problems. Call our special hotline number now and find out in minutes if you qualify for these life-changing debt reduction programs. Business or personal, if you're in a payment plan with no end in sight, have unfiled tax returns, under audit, have a wage or bank levy, or finally just want to know your options, call the experts at Republic Tax Relief and stop collections immediately. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau with a 5-star rating from Yelp, this veteran-owned company has the fight you need to take on the IRS. Don't go at it alone. Call their hotline number now, 800-819-1120. That's 800-819-1120. Find out if you qualify today. Call 800-819-1120 or go to republictaxrelief.com.
In the morning and at night, we're the station that gets it right. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
Ukraine's preparing in case Russia invades. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Its president says it could happen tomorrow, so he's already declaring it a day of unity. Now, the U.S. is closing the embassy in Kyiv, moving it closer and near the border with Poland.
This is not going to go well for Mr. Putin should he decide to invade again.
Pentagon spokesman John Kirby, there is a possible sign of de-escalation. Fox's Simon Owen details it live.
Dave, Russia says some of the tens of thousands of troops it's deployed near Ukraine for military exercises are returning to their bases. It's the latest hint that Russia may be ready to begin defusing tensions. But Ukraine is skeptical. Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba said Russia constantly makes various statements. When we see troops pulling out, we will believe in de-escalation. Dave?
Simon, Canada's Prime Minister will take action to end the anti-COVID mandate truck convoy that snarled traffic in the Canadian capital and at some border crossings.
Protesters in Ottawa say they're just getting started, even as the Canadian government threatens the group with fines and jail time.
Fox's Alexis McAdams in Ottawa.
Trucks will soon be towed and even ticketed, and the Prime Minister warning that those truckers who don't leave could even have their bank accounts frozen.
A federal judge plans to dismiss Sarah Palin's defamation lawsuit against the New York Times, claiming she didn't prove her case, but will let the jury keep deliberating. The former Republican Alaska governor and vice presidential nominee says,
"We always appreciate the system, so whatever happened in there kind of usurps the system."
It's the defense's turn at the federal trial for 3 fired police officers in Minnesota after prosecutors rested the case accusing them of violating George Floyd's civil rights in his 2020 death. not intervening as Officer Derek Chauvin, who was convicted of murder, kneeled on Floyd's neck. At least 2 of those ex-cops plan to testify. America's listening to Fox News.
This Fox News update is presented by Freedom Dental of Fort Myers. Online at freedomdentalftmyers.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Off to a quiet start for the morning commute, but I-75 definitely starting to get busy and pick up southbound heading out of San Carlos Park toward Estero. You may want to take Ben Hill, Griffin, or Treeline. Rest of 75 pretty clear across the area, even toward Alligator Alley. Not seeing any major slowdowns out there heading toward the East Coast. Looking good on our area bridges, including in Charlotte County crossing the Peace River Bridge. And we are crash-free right now throughout Lee, Collier, and Charlotte counties. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Things continue to warm up day after day after a day, only in the 60s and low 70s yesterday. Many of us will be back into the mid and upper 70s by this afternoon. Look for a mix of high clouds with a bit of sunshine peeking through, mostly cloudy sky and breezy weather persisting as winds will be cranking up out of the east at 10 to 20 miles per hour with some gusts of up to and over 25 miles per hour. We keep it dry with the breeze dying down as we head into tonight, Wednesday morning, featuring a low near 60 waking up, and we're even warmer by the afternoon, 84 for your Wednesday high, under a mix of sun and clouds. The breezy weather persisting through Thursday with temperatures back to 86 degrees by Thursday afternoon. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Bugged by the left? Log on to rightallalong.net, the place to find 92.5 Fox News online.
Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano believes winning cases is no accident. Your case is important. Pick a firm with resources to actually prosecute your case. If your case is accepted, you're guaranteed to not pay a single penny in fees or costs unless you get a favorable settlement or verdict. Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano has over 35 years of experience handling personal injury cases in Florida. Visit ldtlaw.com for a free consultation today. Winning is no accident. Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano. ldtlaw.com.
Hey, we've got my friend Dave Meister on the phone, of course, with the Floor Meisters, the family-owned Floor Meisters in Naples. And Dave, listen, I know you got a lot of things going on. You're selling a lot of cord tech. That's great, but you got this 8,000 square foot showroom with a selection of carpet that is absolutely unbelievable as well. And the prices right now are pretty amazing. So I hear you got this whole thing going on with Dreamweaver carpet starting at, wait a minute, let me just get this right, at just $1.99 a square foot?
Yes, installed carpet pad and labor, $1.99.
And there's the phones ringing already. Look at that. They're getting excited.
Oh, yeah.
Dave, tell me more about what we've got here.
So we've got a big selection, and this is quite a carpet.
Listen, if you haven't been to the Floor Meisters, you really owe it to yourself to visit their store, 6281 Naples Boulevard, right next to Costco. Whether it's tile, laminate, hardwood, or, of course, carpet, they've got it all. So give them a call today, 239-596-4964, or on the web at floormeisters.com.
I'm Harvey Massey. Where we live, there are several types of termites, and they can all cause damage to your home. Subterranean termites invade from colonies below the ground, while drywood termites fly in and infest exposed wood in your home. Both require different treatments. That's why you need Massey's Total Coverage Termite Protection. Our guarantee covers all types of termites and includes coverage for retreatment and repair of any new damage. That's Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
Well, hello there. I am the Guitar Hotel. I have over 3,000 of the newest slot machines and nearly 200 table games with real cards and real dealers. Come experience my incredible lineup of restaurants, bars, and of course, Hard Rock Live. Or spend a day soaking up the sun in my 18 acres of poolside paradise. I can't wait to meet you. Visit hardrockholly.com to find out more.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hey, it's Drew Steele, and you know and I know that finding a doctor is one of the most important decisions that you can make in your life for you and your family. And you want to find somebody that's going to promote patient interaction and advocacy above all else. That's why I love Dr. Svetlana Kogan. She's my doctor, and I'm just telling you, it's that personal interaction, that one-on-one, the time that she spends, the huge amount of time going into detail. It's like nothing I've ever seen. And it's that connection that means so much to me. She's got a calming demeanor that'll help you if you've got anxiety about maybe issues that are going on in your life, but you need somebody in your life that you can trust, a physician that will listen. And here's the best part. She'll meet with you face-to-face anytime you need her, no matter where you are. You've got direct contact, and complete access to Dr. Kogan. And that's why I love Dr. Svetlana Kogan. Find out more about her practice on 5th Avenue South by going to customlongevity.com. That's customlongevity.com.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us a voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic.
I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Oh, hey. Good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592. The talk and text line streaming live. DrewSteele.com. The website, Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching, subscribing to the podcast, and our channel on Rumble. Boy, there's a lot of things, Jake. We got to skim through the headlines because there's so many things that I want to get to and at least touch on and give you my thoughts on it because it feels like there's not enough time in the day. Letting you know that 7:35 we will have both Brendan Leslie from FLConservativeVoice.com on with us and State Representative Harding, who is the author of the bill. The quote-unquote don't say gay bill. We're going to find out what it actually says from the author himself and then talk about where it is here in the legislature and some other things that are going on with state politics. So that's on the way. Mike Lyons, military analyst, is going to join us at 8:05. We'll get into Russia, Ukraine, and all the latest because there's some things that are really odd right now with that story, including something that has been brought to my attention. And I just want to double check with the Mike, and he'll give us the scoop. So the New York Post yesterday was saying Ukraine president says Russia attacking Wednesday. U.S. shifts embassy from Kyiv, right? So we just heard about that on Fox National, moving closer to Poland. They're getting ready for this Wednesday attack, and it was the Ukrainian president that said it. But did anybody bother to read into the actual article in the New York Post? Because that's not what he said. This is what's so weird. And it has people bothered. He said, okay, let me just read a little bit. In the article, it talks about, quote, we are being threatened by a great war and the date of the invasion has been appointed, he said, referring to comments from the Biden administration officials that the attack could take place sometime this week. Quote, we are told that February 16th will be the day of the attack, but we'll make it the day of unity, he added. I already signed the relevant decree. On this day, we'll hoist flags everywhere. We'll blue and yellow ribbons, show unity. So what he was doing was tongue-in-cheek, I guess, saying that the Biden administration, they're the ones that are saying that Wednesday is going to be the attack day, so get ready. So he didn't say that. That's not what happened. And again, people just throwing up their hands like, what's going on here? People are leaving. Other countries are getting out of Kyiv as quickly as we are. You got Belarus. You've got troops along the border there in Belarus. You got Ukraine. You got all of these different places. What's up here? Is there an end game to all of this that isn't war? So we'll get to Mike Lyons coming up at 8:05 with that. It's just odd things that are going on, including now we come to find out that there's issues. Jake was worried about, he heard poultry and he heard about a bird flu and he heard about some of like 200,000 birds or something being culled and taken out of food circulation because they're concerned about a bird flu outbreak. And so Jake's worried about his chicken wings or his wings. Are you worried about your wings? Are you a big wing eater? Is that what you are?
Do you do drums or flats?
Flats? What's a flat?
Really?
Yeah, I'm asking.
You're not a wing eater?
Well, no, I like chicken wings, but
So do you do drums or flats?
What's a flat? Are you telling me that?
Checking out, Drew.
Hold on a second. Wait.
week.
Whoa. We just discovered something here, and this is look, things break fast on this show. You never know what's going to happen here.
Breaking news.
A bombshell. This just in. Jake is informing me that a chicken wing has two parts to it. One's called the drumstick, and the other's called the flat? You're telling me that the part that's not the one that looks like a little baby drumstick is called a flat? Is that what it's?
There's no way you've never heard of this term.
239-479-5592. 239-479-5592. Listen, I need you to call me right now and tell me if this is a fact or not. Have you ever heard of the other part of the chicken wing being called a flat? Is that true or false? Is that the case or not? I need you to call and confirm or deny this because if I'm not using this term and I've never used the term, then I'm I'm embarrassed. But I need a couple of people to confirm. I can't just have one person come on and say yes, because they're just going to protect you, Jake, because they love you. All right, so we'll get to the chicken wing controversy coming up in just a bit. Also, there's some other things that are going. Oh, did we get some? Yeah, we did. We did hear a little bit about Joe Biden and how he's handling his job as president in Delaware. He's got a 36% approval rating in Delaware. That is, it's not a joke, is it? It's
not a joke.
Nope. And there's lots of reasons for that.
I got hairy legs.
That might be one of them. So we got that going on. We have the Biden spokeswoman Karine Jean-Pierre, who not only violated the White House's indoor mask mandates moments after promising to follow CDC guidelines, she's not masked at all and walks out and not wearing a mask. Which, again, the hypocrisy drips. It's just amazing. But we'll get to some other things that she said as well, including talking about the Durham report. Hey, did they say anything about the Durham report? And also, what about maybe a waiver on sanctions for the Nord Stream 2 pipeline? Did the Biden administration tell Russia and tell Putin? Did the president tell Putin, don't worry about, listen, no matter what you do, if you stay or if you go, should I stay or should I go? Dun, 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 dun. Whether or not they're going to cross the border into Ukraine and invade, don't worry about it. Nord Stream 2, you're fine. We're going to put a waiver on sanctions. Jake is folding his arms right now with a little bit of arrogance. So here we go. This is Jeff in Cape Coral. Jeff?
Hey, Drew. How you doing? These kids nowadays are so spoiled with this flaps and drums and everything else. You know, where I come from up the Northeast, a buffalo wing's a buffalo wing.
That's it. It's a wing. It's a wing of a buffalo, right, Jeff?
That's it. I don't get it. I need flats. I need rounds. I'm like, what are you kidding me?
Okay. Ryan's in Naples. Go, Ryan.
How old are you, Drew, that you've never heard the term flat?
I'm old. Apparently.
You're apparently that old, aren't you? You've never heard the term flat?
Never.
Oh, my God.
Never in my whole life.
Oh, my God. Well, you need to go back to school. You need to go back to your 1920s kindergarten and learn some food.
Can you be kinder? Did you have to make it about 19? Listen, in 1920s, we didn't have the problem we have today, pal. No, that's not really true. Actually, in 1920s, it was like we had other problems.
Even right now, I think, yeah.
Okay, all right. Thanks to Ryan for we solved nothing. So Ryan's saying that there is the term flats. Go ahead, Blake.
Hey, good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Hey, yes, there are flats, and the other ones are called drumettes or whatever they want. I think they're called like drumettes, and there is flats, and there's a technique to eating the flats as you stick it in your mouth and pull it out. I can snag all the meat right off the bones.
Is that right?
Got number two. Yes.
Really?
There's actually a technique. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. So I didn't know that they were called flats, and I didn't know there's a technique where you can get all that. I haven't figured that part out yet. All right. So is there a video on it? Because I don't want you to describe it.
Yeah. There's videos on the internet that show you different ways.
Okay.
That people prefer to eat their wing a different way than the next person. But, yeah, there are flats and drumettes, and I prefer the flats better than the drumettes.
Okay. Well, Blake, I appreciate you. Thanks for the call. All right. One more. Is Tina? Okay. Tina angry or she's? Hi, Tina.
Hi, Drew.
Hi.
I was born in 1962, and I didn't know the terms either, but when I went to get some at Publix, they said, do you want drums or flats? And that's how I found out. So, yeah, that's what they're called now, drums and flats.
So was your experience there at Publix like it is for me live on the air right now, humiliating people talking to you and humiliating you to say, go back to your 1920s education and get one? And was it the same experience for you, or is it just me here right now? Is that
No,
I'm just you don't have to answer that. I know, Tina, I'm just kidding. I was just like, because.
But
Ryan,
I just wanted to let you know, yeah, that's what they're called now. So
okay.
I learned something too.
All right. Well, thank you. All right. There you go. We are we're solving the world's problems. What is Kathy doing? This is fun. All right. Kathy, you're in your car?
Yes, I am. I'm on my way to work.
You sound angry.
No, oh no, I think that's a bunch of crock. I'm from Buffalo. I mean, that's like a slang. Somebody made that up. I never heard of such a thing. Chicken wings are chicken wings.
Can you imagine if you were in Buffalo and you said something like that? Could you imagine what would happen? That it would.
Do you know that? Do you know the history of chicken wings?
Yes,
How they started?
They start off as little babies. They start off as chicks, and then they kind of grow up, and then.
No.
Oh no. Okay, sorry. What?
No. You know how they originated in Buffalo to eat them?
No. Will this take long? Because I'm up against the break.
No, it won't take long.
Okay.
It was a Friday night, and at the Anchor Bar, and of course, when they served the chicken, they just cut the wings off and they put them in a plastic bag, whatever. They were going to throw them away. They never used them, and they ran out of chicken, and they decided that they were just going to use these chicken wings, and they never used to cut them. They didn't cut them back then like they do now. And they served him with celery, blue cheese, and put him in some buffalo sauce, and bang.
Yeah, and then they started calling them flats.
Yeah, flats and what are they? Clubs? I don't know.
I don't know either. Kathy, thanks for the call and drive safe. Clubs. I'll take a club and a flat.
Yeah, I think we should change the name of the clubs.
All right, enough of the music. 239-479-5592. I don't want to go to break-in. Is that okay? No? I'll just do one little